Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between. Welcome to week 2. Week 2. Oh my god, of season 16. Can you believe that, Greek? Wow.
I know, it's moving right along. How has your season of casting been so far?
No, not bad. I only got 2 under my belt right now. I keep double booking myself. This is what happened last time I was casting, then I burnt myself out. So I do have to start looking at my calendar and going, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to do that. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm really happy. Like when I have a co-caster, things are so much better. So, I'm just happy with that. And I got an invite that I ignored somehow. It's because I do things and I talk with my hands because, I'm French Canadian. That's how
I'm also a hand talker.
Hand talkers. Aren't we awesome? But yeah, we have a good matchup tonight, though. We have Smoke versus, what is it, PSISTORM Dragoons. Not Dragons,
Yeah, the
Dragoons.
Dragoons.
And we're going into a very interesting one. Like, I could not believe tonight they did not ban the Dragon map, which lately that's all we keep seeing. So we got a couple of good map bans here. We got a Battlefield of Eternity's been banned out, Sky Temple's banned, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Alterac. And our first map that we're actually going to tonight would be Braxis. I just needed to get that all in because, at some point when all these people get in here, we have to say we're ready. So
Yeah. Yeah, we saw PSISTORM Dragoons pick the map. It always raises a little flag in my head when I see a team pick Braxis. It's not a map that you see a ton. It usually means that a team has something specific planned, and it can be a little scary. There's a couple maps like that. I think Sky Temple and Braxis are the two that I kind of think of the most in terms of
Yeah.
it's a little funky when a team picks one of those.
How funky is it? Sorry, I got that song in my head. Funky is your chicken. I'm so aging myself. It is funky. However, if you see 30 Seconds to Mosh pick Braxis, well, that's Raka's favorite map, at least from the days that I played with Raka. So I know, like, sometimes it's just a map that they prefer and they're really, really good at it. From what I can understand, I don't think Smoke likes that map too much. Just from, earshot of hearing things with them. But we'll see how it goes tonight. It's an interesting little bit of a shakeup on their side today. They moved around some of their roster today. So what's good to see tonight, though, is Astro is back. I am very glad
I do see that.
Back. Yes. I just want to put out there on this cast, if Astro is listening maybe later or whatever, our deepest condolences to you for the loss of your grandfather. And, our hearts go out to you. I'm so glad you're back, because come have some fun. But we really love seeing you play. So it's going to be so great to see some Astro skis healing happening tonight. Unless they are going to do something crazy and play something non-healer, but I'm pretty sure they're going to pull up the healer spot.
I love to see when teams get crazy.
Yeah, it's sometimes. But
my team may not always win, but we like to be entertaining.
Yeah, it is looking like we're there's a hole missing over here on we're looking at our lobby screen here, and there's somebody missing off of the Dragoons right now. We're just waiting on that position to be populated, but I mean,
and we've got a couple minutes, so hopefully we see our last one here in the last couple minutes.
What's interesting, there is a name I've never seen on here, so I don't know who that is. But when I say never seen, you guys got to remember, Smoke is from my home clan, so from RCL, and I've not seen Werewolf, so this should be interesting. Not seeing Death Unbound on that side. I wonder if Werewolf is pulling up the tank spot, or Shonen going to be pulling up that tank spot tonight. So we're gonna get to see. And you just got a shout out from Coffee with Syl.
Hi, Syl. Syl is another caster and another hero's friend who's always great to see in the Nexus.
Oh, Syl, I'm always up for co-casters if you're ever up for it, and when Greekfire can't. And I love co-casters. Or I could co-cast with you, whatever. It keeps me more upbeat when I have somebody else that I could talk to. I'm not just talking to myself. The definition.
I love talking to myself. I'm great conversation.
It's when you answer.
It's like when you're driving in the car and singing. You're singing all the parts. You sing backup vocals. You sing instrumentals. You sing it all.
Oh yeah.
I do that in conversations with myself.
I have a story about singing in the car. I used to work at a big company, very, very big company, and we had a huge Halloween costume contest. So I decided that I was going to go as Maleficent. And my husband painted me green from head to toe. Okay, not wholly green from head to toe. My arms were painted, my legs were painted, my face was painted, neck was painted, ears were painted. I had big, long fingernails. I had the ears. I had the fake nose. And I'm driving to work in this costume, full on green, driving to work, rocking out in my car, tapping on my steering wheel. And every time I came to a light, somebody would honk their horn at me and point and be like, hey! I'm like, oh my God. Because at first I thought they were like laughing at the fact that I'm rocking out in my car. But no, they were laughing at the fact that I was painted green. Just like, I'm green. Singing in my car. Yes. All parts. Even the banging on the, when you like do the drum thing on your steering wheel. It's awesome. But
oh yeah.
Just don't do it while you're dressed up as Maleficent. Oh, you got more shout-outs here. Wow, you're a popular doobie tonight.
Yeah, I may have dropped the stream link in some Discords.
Oh, yeah, because soon yours will be all set up, and then we can go and stalk
someday.
Someday. Yes. Okay, yeah. Apparently, you're real big deals, Dill. my G spot. You're his G spot.
Yeah,
There it
I'm
is.
seeing that. That's
Yeah.
a comment. That's a comment, Dill. I think thank you.
Just do sound effects. It will be less tiring that way. Sound effects. Oh. Oh, salute. I take it you read my about, so like I see that you're the same age range. Yes, I'm old as dirt. I can hear my husband getting mad at our Alexa right now because she's setting off the timer. We are so late. I haven't even had dinner yet. Like it is so like just
Oof.
crazy. My husband is making dinner. I really hope it is not burnt offerings tonight. Sometimes that happens. Just saying. We're still waiting on somebody. Like, what is going on tonight?
Yeah, we've got a couple minutes. I think the game's scheduled to start in a minute, so they'll have
Yeah.
that 10-minute grace period that we've got before these games have to get rolling. Gives us some time to chat, which is always nice.
I'm getting asked if you could do the John
The
Cena
John
music.
Cena music.
So I want to hear this now.
That's all of the John Cena music that I know, unfortunately. Um, you know, if we're lucky enough to go to Infernal Shrines, maybe we'll get to hear more of that later when the John Cena Punisher comes out.
Oh.
So let's just hope we avoid that map tonight.
Yeah, maybe. I want to hear this though, so. Yeah. I think that would be interesting. Have you guys noticed? I don't know if anybody's listened to it, but okay, I was in here alone. I had my hots open, but there is a hint in the background music on Heroes of the Storm of it being a cross between Jurassic Park and Harry Potter theme music. Like if you listen to the theme music on Heroes of the Storm, you can hear some of those melodies come out. And I was like, wait, am I? No, that's Hots Open? You know, like, so it was quite, it was just weird. Ultimate dad jokes. I unfollowed just so I could refollow just for the John Cena. Is it Sienna or Senna?
Cena,
Cena, okay.
I say with a lot of confidence.
I really need, I'm really hoping this happens. This would be like epic. Oh man. You're being peer pressure. Oh, Greek. Who better to pressure you than your peers? And just so you know, oven pizzas are really freaking hot. Holy crap.
I also had an oven pizza for dinner. I'm traveling this weekend, so not a ton of food
Mm.
in the house.
I just had a day. I was
Yeah, I
listening.
also was looking at the fridge and I was like, you know what? Got to crush one of those.
I had the breakfast of champions today, though. I had a Vachon's Half Moon. I don't know if you guys have those in the U.S., but um, it's the vanilla version of like a ding dong. So, I'm like breakfast of champions. Oh, this looks good. It was terrible. I'm actually surprised there's no puppy right now by me because there's pepperoni on this pizza, and he's usually like table sniffing. So, but yeah, wow. IE is back, so that's good. But we're still got an empty spot here.
Yeah,
902.
timer's ticking here.
Yeah. I really hope we do have a game tonight. But we know how this works, right? They got 15 minutes.
Is it 15? Is it 10?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't play, so I don't know the rules very much. I should know the rules.
I just show up when my captain pings me.
But wait, aren't you the assistant captain?
I am. I am. I didn't find that out until the Discord bot ran the captain's list, and
Okay.
I was mentioned, and I was like, I didn't know I was an assistant captain.
Oh, that's
It's wild. I can go on the website and schedule matches. I can go rogue.
funny.
Chauncey, if you're listening, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Da-da-da. We need more stories, Greek. I got that song in my head and I don't even remember the lyrics. You know, the once was men. Should just sing it. Yeah. We should start having karaoke night. It's 15, Sil, thanks. Oh. Is it 15 and then if the other team agrees to wait, then it's fine? Or is
I think so. I think the other team can kind of extend the some grace as they so choose, and I think a good number of teams in the community do, because most of us are here to get our games in.
Yeah. I mean, it's only fair. Although it does depend on things, right? So, I mean...
Yeah, sometimes you just run into... I think I've run into situations in matches before where my team kind of can't wait because we've got times that we're running against.
Double booked.
Yeah, I'm not able to wait 20 minutes because, my team's got to get to bed. It's usually that we got to get to bed.
Yeah, casters have to get to bed too. However, I did nap today, so I'm hoping I will last a little bit longer, but it doesn't always happen that way. I just burnt my mouth on pizza. I'm actually really glad that my husband gave me this Blue Yeti. Because now I can eat without you guys hearing me chew over here. I could just turn my face. But yeah, it's, I don't know. Who do we have in this room tonight? I haven't really... Oh, wow. We have a lot of people tonight. Oh, I see Hunter's here too. Hey, Hunter. Wow. It's popping in here. Yes, as still, sleepy time's very, very important. You know what I should have done, Greek? I should have put up some of my artwork and been like, hey, here's what I've been working on. I've never... Okay, that's not true. I've had instances where an animal is taking me this long, but those antlers took me 2 days to do on my moose. Like, 2 days to do antlers. I'm like, what the... I still can't believe we're still waiting.
Yeah, hopefully we're moving along soon. Really want to get these games going.
Yeah, it would be nice to actually get the game going. I'm just gonna go over here so I can actually see if there's something still waiting on their fifth. Okay, he said that's fine. Hey, Death, nice to see you. And yes, naps are very, very good. I slept for like 5 hours. Wasn't that good of a sleep. Bloody Drapes, my man. You're gonna sleep at your desk if they don't start soon. Now I'm still hoping this season that Bloody Drapes and I can co-cast again, because we did that a couple seasons ago. We had a blast.
Nice.
So, I mean, just putting it out there. If anybody's available at 9:30 on Monday morning, or Monday evening, morning. Oh my God, I'm up at 9:30. Just so you know. If you're available at 9:30, I need a co-caster. Cause yeah, 9:30 is a late game. Okay, so Ultimate Dad Joke says that he's going to unfollow unless the game starts, or more John Cena. Cena? Just kidding. You never do that. Oh, thank you.
Good. That means there doesn't have to be more John Cena.
You should have waited to say that until he did more John Cena.
See, you don't need a soundboard. I can just do all the sound effects.
Okay, somebody's gonna have to show me where to get this soundboard.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm not one of those tech savvy people. One of those whiz kids of tech. Oh, it looks like we have a fifth coming in.
Yay! Oh, this is going to be awesome. We got a game soon.
Well, I'm just going to let them know that we are ready whenever
Yes.
I can remember how to use a keyboard.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. Send the clip to me when you're done doing that Ultimate Dad jokes, because I would love to have that. There's a soundboard in Discord. Okay, somebody's got to inform me of these things. The thing is, I'm not very, like, I'm gonna need a third monitor just so I can do many things, and I have to figure out how to do the mouse thing over top of the game thing. It just doesn't work for me sometimes. So, I need, like, hotkeys. I'm not very good at that either. I'm actually very lucky that I got to this point.
All right, looks like we've got one team ready, and we're about to be moving in here once we've got the other team.
So if you're just joining us, we have a week 2 of season 16 with Smoke versus PSISTORM Dragoons. And I got lovely Greekfire with me for the co-cast tonight. And we are looking at our map bands were Battlefield of Eternity, Sky Temple, Tomb of the Spider Crane, and Alterac Pass. And our first map is going to be Braxis Holdout, which is going to be interesting. I really don't know what to expect there. But hopefully we will be going into the game momentarily. I'm waiting for the 1, 2, 3 countdown thing. We'll see when that happens. And while we're waiting, I'm just gonna tell my husband to please fill my water.
And it looks like we've got our starting. We've got our
Woohoo.
3, 2, 1. So here we go.
Braxis Holdout.
Nice. So you can go ahead, Greekfire, and do your thing here if you'd like, because I need to message my husband and ask him for more water.
Sure thing. So we're going into Braxis Holdout, and I think two of the really big things we'd like to see from the teams on this map are a solo laner who can really hold that point and just kind of fight back the other solo laner, and then a 4-man that can clear those Zerg really quickly so that they don't take all their structure damage. There's also a map where we can see a lot of snowballing. Once you kind of lose your outer structures, it can be really tough to fight your way back onto those control points. So we'll have to see how the teams handle this as we start things off with a Brightwing ban. Brightwing can be nice because she can kind of get to your solo laner and make them feel like they're on less of an island. So that's a heads up ban from the side of Smoke.
That's awesome. I know. Here, though, honestly, Astro is an amazing Tyrande, and they play a killer Stukov. So, I mean, they could play Brightwing too, but I mean, I would be more afraid of, well, it was Smoke. See, I'm so used to Smoke being on the right, I got all mixed up here. But that was a good ban from Smoke, but Astro, we gotta watch out for that Tyrande. Not to give anything away to anybody that might be listening from the other team.
I will have to say, pretty please give us some Tyrande because she is one of my favorite heroes to play. I think she's
I would love to see Astro come out with a Tyrande tonight. That would bring back their strong points. There's a Johanna.
Yeah, we see JoJo picked up first. She can do a really good job of just being a wall for the team. She doesn't have a ton of stuns early in the game, but she's got that stun at level 10, and she's got a nice big health pool. As we see Varian and Stukov coming out from the side of PSISTORM Dragoons, which is a pretty scary 1-2 pick, and you've kind of got to have a good save for whoever gets taunted and then stuck in that silence. As we see Rhaegar and Bala come out from Smoke.
Astro pulled up the Rhaegar. Oh, they're amazing on Rhaegar as well, but There is an interesting thing happening over on Smoke, though. I thought maybe Werewolf was going to take up the tank spot because Death is sitting out tonight. But Shonen pulled up tank, and he used to be a main tank, so that's like pretty good, right? Like,
Yeah, looks like we'll be seeing that.
A little bit of a shake-up tonight. Ooh, a Dahaka
And we see
band.
another global band out. Dahaka also good because he can move around the map pretty quickly and help you secure those 2 control points.
Yeah, honestly, here I expect Baby Whale to pull up like something like a Blaze. So just
Blaze is great. Nice big health pool, a nice stun, and can clear those waves as we see Hogger as the final ban from the side of Smoke.
Wow.
I love Hogger. He's a ton of fun. I can't play him to save my life, but... And Kel'Thas and Imperius are going to come out. Imperius is a little bit more of a niche solo laner, I think. You don't see him a ton, but he can do pretty well on Braxis because he does really well fighting, but not as well clearing waves.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what Baby Whale is going to be comfortable with playing into that Imperius, as we see
KT there too.
Yeah, one of the things I'm seeing from the side of PSISTORM is a lot of stuns and a lot of crowd control. You've got it on every hero they have so far, so if someone gets taunted and stuck in that Stukov puddle, they could be stuck there for a long time.
Oh, Sonya versus a Rexar. Rexar is really strong on this map. I mean, to me, I would have either picked a Rexar and or a Ragnaros for this map, for that constant wave clear, but Rexar, I know, is quite strong here.
I will say I am not a Ragnaros believer on this map. I don't think he has a big enough health pool to actually walk up and stand on that point and fight someone.
Okay, I guess
I don't believe in him.
Here we go.
I'm not a believer. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes for these 2 teams. We've got a really beefy front line for the side of PSISTORM and a lot of crowd control, and then on the side of Smoke, we've got a lot of damage coming out from Vala and Greymane.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. I mean, first of all, we're going to Braxis, so that's a whole different ball game that we're still trying to get through. But Braxis is one of my least favorite maps, so
I'm a bit mixed on it. There's things I like about it, but not all things. Annie, do you want to go ahead and introduce us to the side of Smoke?
Hold on a sec while I fix my... I'm doing things that I shouldn't be doing, yes. So on Smoke, we got Baby Whale pulling up the Sonya, IE on Greymane, Shonen on Johanna, Werewolf on Vala, and Astro pulling up the Rhaegar. Really surprised that Shonen has decided to go tank again, but Shonen used to be a main tank, so let's see.
Yeah. And then on the side of PSISTORM Dragoons, we have Chaos Pigeon playing Varian, Yeti Man on Imperius, Muidar on Rexar, Cyan on Stukov, and Zoom Then Boom is playing the Fireboy Kel'Thas. We've got our teams moving into lane here. Rexar is going to be up top as we see all 5 of Smoke down bottom.
Chaos Pigeon taking a little bit of damage there.
Gotta be really careful with that Varian, who doesn't have his health pool or his CC at level 1.
He does
manage to walk away. He is not. He is a glorified siege minion. Or a glorified melee minion. And Paul is also... I spoke too soon. And that is first blood for the side of PSISTORM Dragoons.
Nice first blood there. I was expecting that Varian to go down. And look, he's all
now,
happy now that he's doing his thing and going back and getting health.
And thankfully for Vala, she hasn't gone into those auto attack stacks, so she's not going to lose any attack speed. She's opted for the multi-shot build, which is going to start to build her W, which can give her some pretty good clear, and it makes her a little bit safer, so she's not going to be as exposed to the Varian and Stukov combo that we're going to see come in at level 4.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Vala's build. I just know usually if it's a dead Vala, it's not a good Vala.
He does not have a huge health pool, and we see a big spear come out from Imperius. That's the nice thing about picking up the Imperius here, is he can kind of cover for the fact that Varian's not a real boy yet with his big spear.
The question is,
and we see another big spear here.
Oh, IE is in a little bit of trouble there, but Astro with the heal, a little bit of the heal at least. The thing they
You know,
got
there is a
lot
part of me. Yeah, he's sticking that arm in the ground, and they don't really have a way to get to him as we see Vala take that bomb, and there's Astro with the save.
Nice save, Astro.
We do see Baby Whale coming down, so there's going to be 5 members of Smoke to fight for this point as Imperius lands the spear, and we see the silence come out from Stukov.
I could have shown it not to spread that cancer there, so...
Yeah, and you know, I don't dislike this as they find the variant. I don't dislike Baby Whale coming down. He's going to lose a little bit of experience up top, but it's a good time for them to fight since Varian doesn't have that level 4.
Yeah, but there's that level 4 coming in, and Varian did go... He went taunt.
He did. I like that. It kind of holds someone in place while Imperius gets the spear on them, and Stukov sticks the silence underneath them.
Not only is he a real boy, but he's
and that's going to be Greymane getting hit with the combo, and he's going to go down and spread the bomb to Astro there as another spear lands onto Johanna. There's a lot of aggression coming out of PSISTORM Dragoons, and it seems to be doing them pretty well as they hold this bottom and top point right now, building up that Zerg wave.
It's a pretty busy first little bit of the game.
Yeah, things are moving fast. That's one of the tough things about this map is, as we see Johanna go down in the bottom lane to that Stukov
I wasn't
Stukov
looking.
combo.
I went to go look at what was going on in top lane.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
Full Zerg
and we're going to
wave
see
on
a full Zerg wave to that 18%, that lone... Is that a Hydralisk? I don't really know my StarCraft terms.
Yeah, neither do I.
And another spear lands onto Rhaegar, and Rhaegar goes pop. Yeah, this is a pretty scary combo. I wouldn't be surprised if Smoke is kind of waiting to get some later talents and hoping they can hold on until some of those come in, thinking of either the shield or the falling sword from Johanna to get everyone out, as we see Greymane go down as well to the aggression. Greymane can be tough because to get the most damage potential, he's got to go into that werewolf form and kind of go into the other team in melee range, and that's when Varian can just press a button on him. As we see up here in the top lane, Sonya getting collapsed on.
Did my question here, where did it go?
Zerg waves defeated.
No, he went overpower, so Varian didn't go to quest. I mean, they're only 1 kill off of if Varian did go High King's quest, that they would be fully quested, but or well, at least the kills. But yeah,
interestingly, what we usually see, or what I usually see from Varian when he wants to take taunt, is the Q quest, just to get a little bit of extra healing for himself.
Yeah.
The overpower can give a little bit more damage, but I feel like I usually see it into kind of faster auto attackers, like a Tychus. But I guess there's a lot of auto attack damage that comes out of Greymane and even Vala.
Yeah, Smoke is a little behind, and we do have to remember Smoke is coming off of a loss. Last week was a loss for them, and I think they're still trying to get their stride back here, and well, get their stride, period, because it was only first game last week. But
hey, I know how that feels. As we see Smoke getting some good damage onto the walls here in top lane, and now we're seeing the team come around and collapse on them. It looks like Shonen might be able to get away because that Stukov silence is down.
Nice. That's a JoJo. JoJo is amazing at getting away.
Yeah, if she's paying any attention, she can press her D and get that nice big shield and walk away. But let's see if that changes as we see the same combo go onto Vala, and a really nice cleanse from Astro to get her out of there.
The aggression is crazy though. Wow. You know what I've seen mostly, and people playing the beginning of games lately, is a lot of just trying to drag out to the 10 at least, but Dragoons are just pressure, and you know, they picked Praxis holdouts, so they knew what they wanted to do here.
Yeah, that's one of the good things about having a hero like Varian on this map, is it's usually a map where if you control the early game, you can start to spiral, and Varian's team is really going to shine between level 4 and level 10, because he gets his ultimate and the other team isn't going to have any.
Yeah, and now Smoke is 2 levels behind and a talent tier. With 10s coming out on the Dragoons.
Yeah, and another big spear from Imperius as he pops his shield and he lands those swords onto Vala. And we see Pyroblast coming out onto Greymane. Does Astro have enough healing to get Greymane out of there? They do. Oh, Sonya gets really low as well, and Rexar has even come up to throw in the boars. There's so much aggression coming out of the Dragoons.
At this point, being that they're not 10 yet.
You know, I think they thought that bringing Sonya in would give them a little bit of advantage, but unfortunately it meant that they lost that. Oh, as we see Johanna go down, and another big stun from Rexar will help them find the Greymane. The disadvantage to Sonya coming up is we're going to have another 100-0 Zerg wave coming in for the side of PSISTORM Dragoons.
Not to talk ahead of what it should be, but this might be our short game.
Like we said in the beginning, this could be a really snowbally map because the Dragoons are already pushing onto a keep front wall, but we do have level 10s from the side of Smoke, so they've got Leap from Sonya, Blessed Shield from Johanna are going to give them some good stuns. Alongside the Vala stuns, and Ancestral Healing can really just save that one target that the Dragoons can go on, as we see Greymane go in and immediately get taunted.
Oh, good heal coming out from Astro.
The really good Ancestral from Astro.
Cancer, though.
And there's Leap from Sonya in the back line, and that's what we were talking about with these stuns. So you see the team does have level 10 now, and they've got a little bit more, aggression that they can put on. And Stukov's probably going to pay the price for shoving Greymane away, but he may have been down either way. And Greymane takes the free Uber back to the Zerg wave to finish clearing it.
There we go.
And then we see Smoke move on to the boss.
10s may have been what they needed, and they might be coming back. But we'll see. I mean, that was 3 kills, so...
Yeah, that was good for them. They're able to pick up a little bit of momentum. They've got the map kind of working against them right now. They lost that entire front wall on the top keep, and they're still taking a little bit of damage on the bottom, but they've got the boss moving in now, which is going to help them.
I did things. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on.
Looks like we're going to have another fight break out with this boss.
I accidentally did stuff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm just trying to figure out how to get back on it. It's not working. This is what happens when Annie presses keys that exist, and I forgot what they exist for.
Are you locked onto a hero?
Yes.
I think if you press E. Uh-oh, we see the bombs getting spread here in the back line as this fight is going to continue, but the boss still has a little bit of health. They did take down a fort, so Smoke is saying we are down, but we are not out in this game.
Definitely. I lost one of my things though, and I don't know how to get it back up, so I'm just I'm going to ignore it for now, and we will eventually figure this out. I'll still get back up.
It can be a later Annie problem.
Everything's always an Annie problem. I have issues with orange balls and swings, so I mean, I can't even get over there and do what I want to do right now because I'm so busy trying to figure out how to get that stream back up. But for now, we'll just press tab and go back to the talent thing so you guys take a quick look at that while we're watching them take camps.
Yeah, we do have level 13 talents in for both teams. We still see a little bit of a level lead for the side of PSISTORM, but Smoke is clawing their way back in. They are not going to go down without a fight in this game. As we see another fight break out over this top point, and Sonya getting really low. She does get the Ancestral. As we see Astro is going to take that Pyroblast, but I think they're going to be just fine. And we see Stukov the first to go down in this fight where everyone is pressing R. We've seen all of the ults come out except Rexars, who's not here. Imperius to go down as well, Varian, and they're going to clean up the kill cost.
Yeah, I turned things off and I don't know how to turn them back on again. I'm really sorry, guys. I have issues. What I always need to figure out is what button did I press, and what button do I press to bring it back. At least I figured out how not to follow a hero anymore, but, I'm missing a lot of things right now. But it will be back up for next game at least, so I'm just going to ignore it for now, and, I think it's... Nope, that wasn't it either. I was hoping. I'm looking at the cheat sheet going, there's got to be something here that I did.
Oh, we see the taunt come onto Varian as Vala gets the stun out, and I think that's going to keep her just safe enough. There's still about 20 seconds before Ancestral comes up. Imperius goes down to the Sonya Leap, and they're going to continue to press into this team. Smoke's finding a lot of success with the aggression that they're able to pick up after the level 10s. I think the Leap is really helping them. It gives them access to Stukov or just to kind of sweep up the rest of the team once they've started their engage.
I figured out the button. Just gonna put a big star beside that one. Sorry guys, it happens and it's total blonde moments for me. So here we go. Now that we fixed that.
Greymane just finds the cocktail onto Kael'thas, and we see Smoke pressuring into this top lane, and it looks like only Rhaegar is going back to clear these Zerg, and Rhaegar is going to peel off here and join the rest of the team. It looks like they might want to go for the core. I would be a little worried about their keep, which is getting the Zerg on it now, but the core shielding is starting to fall. Greymane's moving on to it. Johanna's just trying to keep the other team off of them. Greymane does go down, and that's a lot of their core damage, followed by Baby Whale. This is starting to turn for Smoke, but they do knock the core down.
GG. Great work. That was not expected. I was half expecting Dragoons to take that. So what a turnaround.
Yeah, got to give a lot of props to Smoke on that one, because they held on tooth and nail until they got those level 10s, and those level 10s really helped them turn it around. It gave them access to the Stukov in the back line. And I think that helped them a lot. They had a lot of CC after level 10, whereas the side of the Dragoons had a lot of CC pre-10, and I think we started to see that turn around. So GG's to both teams. Really excited for the rest of the series.
Me too. I just wasn't expecting that turnaround. Like I said in the beginning, I thought for sure that it was not going to go that way. But here we go. Let's update the score. Smoke taking that first game. Thank you, Greekfire, for really taking that when I kind of screwed up my screen. At least you guys got to watch the fight while I mess with my keyboard. Sometimes it's really, oh my god, what did I do? and it's really hard to eat dinner and cast at the same time while you're trying not to let your dinner get cold. But that was really good. I just wasn't, like, they were even close to having the same amount of kills. You are right that once they came online at 10, that was pretty much GG. Yes, I
really liked seeing that. That was an exciting one.
That was very exciting, and I guess right now we're waiting to find out who is going first pick and who's going map pick. What map are we going to? All that sorts of things. But yes, Kit Kat, I pressed the button or 10, but I was trying to change my. There's like this little interface that we could change so you could see like kills to death ratios and stuff like that, and I guess while I was doing that I may have hit a button that I shouldn't have hit, and then that just sent me down a tailspin of I don't know what I did. So, buttons should always be banned from Annie. Just saying. It's like I have the somewhere on here, and it's been so long since I've done anything really. Oh.
So we still have the potential to go to Infernal Shrines and get some more John Cena music.
Yeah, see, I'm always the orange ball, and oh no, I'm on a swing. Yeah, it's totally this. That GIF was care of Psycho. If you guys ever played with me, y'all all will know that I tend to do really crazy things. In fact, Raka has a cast of, I just played the 2v2 ARAM with RCL tournament, and Death will be aware that I played the dragon, and we ended up with me going into, I pressed the R button, and I ended up in places. I'm trying to figure out who played this map.
It looks like we have a new lobby up. We are going to Infernal Shrines, so we will all get our wish, and by all, I mean
Woohoo!
ultimate dad
John
joke.
Cena. And just Dragoons pick the map. All right. Here we go. Just updating our stuff here so that we're totally up. But wow. So when does this John Cena thing come out?
Whenever the Punisher comes out, the aptly named John Cena when he does his little jump and stun.
Okay, I might be the only person who has no idea what that is, so you're gonna have to like totally inform me.
Oh, you'll hear the song.
You'll have to send me what that's from.
I'm not even entirely sure.
Wait, what team is Ultimate Dad Jokes on?
Start slow, then taper off.
Oh.
That's See No Christ.
Ah. Yeah, Death is fully aware of Annie's orange ball problem. I literally pressed the R button. Didn't know what the R button did with the dragon, and I ended up in the enemy's base. It was really bad.
It happens.
Yeah, Annie was not okay. So as we're just sitting here waiting for this game to start, just a recap for anybody who has joined, we are week 2, season 16 of NGS with Smoke versus the PSISTORM Dragoons. And to be honest, the bands were Battlefield of Eternity, Sky Temple, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Alterac Pass. Last map was Braxis Holdout, where Smoke, after what we thought was going to be a loss for them in the early game there, because the Dragons were quite aggressive, they pulled out a win there. So congratulations on your first win there of the series, actually. Smoke, so great job. But going into game 2 here, we are going to Infernal Shrines. And again, as the Dragoons picked up this map, so I'm sure it's because they wanted to hear the John Cena. So, just saying. Okay, Greek, what do you call a chicken looking at lettuce?
Chicken Caesar salad.
That's awesome.
That was the ultimate dad joke.
The ultimate dad joke. I do have another. I just heard. Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen Mrs. Brown's Boys. It's actually really funny. Yeah, it's a sitcom from the UK. And I was just watching some of the older episodes, and she told the stupidest chicken crossing the road joke, but it was so funny I don't know. I thought it was funny. Maybe it's because I'm old. But she said, why did the chicken cross the road to get to the library? Because she didn't leave the space. So the joke is, chicken crossed the road to get to the library. Chicken gets into the library and goes, book, 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 book. Librarian goes, shh. Chicken goes, book, book. A librarian gives him a book, and he turns around to the frog, and the frog goes, read it. It was the stupidest way to tell a joke, but it was so funny because, I understand British humor, and that was just... I love that show.
Looks like we've got a full lobby with 10 people, and we've got some readies coming out, so I'm going to let them know that we are ready.
Always ready, Freddy. Here we go into game 2. Smoke has pulled up a win, so let's see if there's going to be an upset here, and we'll be going to either ending at 2 games or going to game 3.
Yeah, are we going to get a full series here, or is Smoke going to show that momentum wasn't just when they hit level 10 last game, and they're going to keep it into the rest of this game? We'll have to see.
Oh, Greek, you're on now. Jimmy wants to hear another joke.
Oh, no.
Not
I'm out
dirty
of
jokes. We
jokes.
don't tell dirty jokes.
A white horse fell in mud.
Pig rolled in the mud. Okay, that's funny. If we're talking that kind of dirty joke, that's easy.
And it looks like we are going to be loading into the draft for Infernal Shrines right now.
Yay!
This is kind of a quintessential map to me. There's some macro game that you can play with some important camp timings, and then there's a lot of fighting around the shrines once you get to the objective phase and you want to unleash John Cena on your foes. Played a grueling 26-minute long game on this one last night.
Wow. Oh, Jimmy, I want to know where you're from and what team you play for, because I want to hear a bunch of these jokes. I can live with those because you sound like my uncle. Oh, a Stukov band. There's a respect band coming out of Smoke.
Yeah, that was really tough for them to deal with at the beginning of the game. So they've said, you know what? We don't have to deal with this. We can ban 3 heroes, and Stukov's got to be one of them.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's anything from last game that the side of the Dragoons don't want to deal with.
The Joho.
They've said no to the Johanna. That can be a tough hero to deal with. She can scoop you up, keep you close to her team, and she can be really tough to kill. And we saw her slip away. Shonen was able to stay alive last game, which can be really important.
Oh, Jimmy, you're from here. Oh, you play for the Banana Num Nums. Nice. Well, welcome. I'm sure at some point I will get around to casting one of your games.
And we see another Brightwing ban from the side of Smoke, so they do not want to deal with that. Brightwing, kind of like Stukov, is a hero that can stop you from pressing buttons, which is something that's pretty important to the game. And we're also going to see a Vala ban. They did not like the Vala last game, and I think Vala did a great job on stunning out the enemy team, and that's going to be Augur first picked by IE.
IE's pulling out his Augur. I love it.
Augur, of course, really good on this map for just kind of cleaning up that shrine and just spinning away. You can set yourself on that infinite spin, go make yourself a cup of tea or something, maybe grab an ice cream from the freezer and come back to a fully finished objective. And that's going to be Blazing Tychus opening up from the side of PSISTORM Dragoons.
I got told that the other day too, Jimmy. I don't know what's going on. I got a new mic, so I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't understand how this all works yet. Sorry, people are saying they can only hear me out of one speaker. And that happened yesterday too. I got this new Blue Yeti and I still haven't figured it all out. Like, I'm watching the input happen and it is kind of a weird, why is it not going properly? But at some point I will figure that out. But there we go, Blaze and Tychus.
And then an Anduin and Tassadar are going to be the second and third picks for the side of Smoke. I like seeing the Tychus here. One of the things that Augur wants to do is get on the shrine and have you leave him alone while he spins around. And Tychus can just click on him and make his health bar go away really quickly. And we're also going to see a Stitches ban from the side of PSISTORM. They don't want to get hooked, scooped up, and walked away with.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just...
And then Rhaegar is going to be the final ban. Rhaegar's a consistent healer, one that can do a decent amount of healing in the early game, and then once he gets that level 10 and especially the level 20, he makes his team really hard to kill.
I don't know if that worked. No, it did not. So I was playing with the thing. I'm going to figure that out later. It's all good. I'm just surprised. I was really hoping to see a Tyrande come out from Astro. I mean, however...
Ooh. There's a Malfurion and a Muradin, so Muradin can jump in, throw that stun down, and then Malfurion can drop the Sleepy Roots underneath and have the other team sitting around for quite a while.
Malfurion and his flashlights, yes. Just saying. This is going to be an interesting game. I mean... Infernal Oh,
ETC Sylvanas, the last two picks. Sylvanas can be really helpful if you do manage to pick up one of those Punishers. She can just turn off the fort that's defending it and knock a building down early. So she gives you a lot of presence on the map.
this is a very interesting switch up on behalf of Smoke. And there's Orphea. Was not expecting Baby Wheel to pull up a sill. I mean, they do have 16 seconds if they're going to swap around, but I don't see a swap happening here. I think that's just an interesting change up that Hogger's going to take the off lane.
Yeah, you know, when I saw the Hogger, I was wondering if they were just going to pick two bruisers. I think you can do that on this map. You do a lot of fighting, and so having a big beefy front line can be really helpful. And I mean, they do have a beefy front line in the form of ETC. He's a cow.
Moo.
So he's beefy.
Moo. Don't tell my
Jeff didn't land
don't
on
tell me
top
dog is a
crowd.
cow. He's gonna bark like crazy. He absolutely loves cows. He's a little bit of a nutcase.
Aren't we all?
A little bit. Sometimes.
All right, we are loading into Infernal Shrines for Game 2, and we get to find out if Smoke is going to keep the momentum that they had after level 10 in Game 1, or if we're going to see some tooth and nail fighting from the side of PSISTORM. If you want to go ahead and introduce us to the side of Smoke.
Sure. Pulling up the... I don't even know what he's going to do at this point. Baby Wheel's on Sylvanas. Yi is on Hogger, and Shonen taking up ETC. Tassadar. Werewolf is on Tassadar. Sorry, I read that wrong. And Astro pulling up the Anduin again. I really would have liked to see Astro on their Tyrande, but we'll see their Andy play. But I still think Astro is an amazing Tyrande player, and it would have been awesome to see that tonight. So anyway, go ahead with PSISTORM.
Yeah, on the side of PSISTORM, we have Chaos Pigeon playing Muradin, Cyan playing the Old Man Malfurion, the Yeti Man on Orphea, Blaze being played by Muidar, and Pina Colada playing Tychus as we see the fight break out in the middle of the map here. Oh, and we might see a really early first blood onto Tassadar as he escapes with barely any life. And ETC is sleeping on the job with Hogger, and there's first blood from we were close. First blood from the side of PSISTORM, finding the Hogger.
The thing is this is what happened like last game. PSISTORM was pretty aggressive, so I'm wondering if we're going to see the same kind of style in this game, and that after 10s that Smoke will pick it back up again. So let's see what happens here. I mean, one kill is not a game. So.
Yeah, one of the tough things is I think PSISTORM doesn't have the same kind of scaling fall off at level 10 as they did in the last game, where Varian's strengths really are in the level 4 to level 10 range before he gets his really strong talents at 16 and 20. That don't necessarily have the same kind of power spike fall off this time. So I'm interested to see what happens here as we see teams dutifully taking care of their maps in this early game. Each team taking a map on their side, and we'll see if they're going to go scuffle over that bottom camp. Hogger's starting this top bruiser camp really early. I usually like to see that picked up. As we see Anduin go down, and the team's fighting over this camp while I'm just talking about Hogger.
Oh, PSISTORM stole that camp.
Also.
I missed that too. I was looking at the Hogger. I'm like, okay, da-da-da. This is like any other game.
I really like the aggression out of PSISTORM. You know, as they say, you got to risk it for the biscuit, and they are here for the biscuits.
Out there. The thing is, they were really aggressive in the last game, and I'm sure they're trying to pull out another win here and take us to game 3. So, or not another win, but they're trying to pull off a win.
You know, I really appreciate it. They're trying to make sure that us at home are well entertained, and it looks like they're doing that so far. As it's 3 kills to 0, and they've got almost a level lead on the side of Smoke.
Early game is always hard, especially with some of these characters that don't come online until 10. So, I think
ETC has some good. Yeah, ETC has some good crowd control, but he's a lot scarier once he has his mosh at level 10. He doesn't even have to use the mosh; he just kind of has to float around and threaten to use it, and make the other team hold abilities. As we see PSISTORM going for their top camp now. And Blaze asking Malfurion for a heal as he comes over. Muradin all alone here as the side of Smoke pushes onto this. They said, we don't really need the objective right now. We have Sylvanas who can... Ooh, it looks like Tychus is in trouble and he is going to go down. This is pretty good for Smoke. It's something I like to see from a team that's maybe not as sure about their Shrine fight, is to just go push a lane. It's an early Punisher. As long as you're up there to defend it, you can go hit some buildings.
Yep. They're not too far off on the soak. They're pretty close right now, both teams.
Yeah, both teams have now hit level 7, and it looks like Blaze is going to start to turn his attention towards this objective as Hogger goes to meet him. But Tychus is there, and that can be really scary for Hogger, who's going to take a lot of damage and go down to the Tychus.
Oh,
it's
it
like
went in just
Hogger
a little
wants
too
to
soon.
spin. Yeah. Hogger wants to spin, but Tychus says, I don't really need to hit you if I can just click on you.
But there's a nice one for one there, them taking out that Blaze. But
yeah,
Astro's
but it looks
taking
like
it to the
Astro
face
is
there.
going to go down, so there's 3 members left on the side of Smoke up here, and ETC is going to be able to walk away, hopefully.
I do feel that they should just be walking away at this point. Just go to a lane. You know, like
Yeah,
sometimes
I'd
you
like
just
to
have
see
to call
Hogger.
it.
And it looks like Hogger is going to head off and do that. IE is going to go tend to those bottom and mid lanes as ETC's up here, just catching that soak and getting ready for the Punisher that's going to be coming in.
Hopefully he's staying safe. But there's Blaze. He's coming out on the bottom looking at...
ETC is headed back to his top fort. He doesn't want to get jumped on by John Cena. I forgot to do it as it came up, so I have to make sure I caught up there.
Yes. Oh, ETC might not make it out here. Does he? Does he?
He does
No,
lose
he
a lot of
turns back
health, so
around.
he might not want to stick around here, but his team is going to join him. This Punisher is going to get ready to jump again soon, and if ETC gets caught, although they're going to turn onto Tassadar, and Astro's got the pull out. Whew.
Astro is a pretty good healer. I mean...
They've definitely shown some really good skill on healers so far in this match.
I know it's really hard because we're both main healers, so it's like...
I can be critical of those healers.
Okay, you're more of a main healer than I am. I Lily, like I religiously play Lily.
The best hero in the game.
I love the best healer in the game. Like, Lily is like the best. Look at them camping out here, just waiting. They know that Smoke is gonna want to rotate to that camp. Chaos Pigeon though, showing the cards there, but they're just gonna jump on Shonen.
Moving in a little early, but it looks like Shonen's gonna be able to walk away as we see everyone
Tassadar,
pressing the R
maybe
button.
not.
We do see Tassadar go down. There goes the shockwave from Hogger, and IE's gonna say, "Stay away from my team." So they only lose 1, which is pretty good. But things are to the advantage of PSISTORM so far. They hit their level 10s first. They've got 1 fort down, and they're saying, this camp is mine.
Well, at least both teams have 10s. They're both on 11 now, so... Let's see if Smoke's coming online and they're gonna make a comeback here. I mean, it's not like they've lost much yet, but it's still... It's tough when you've had 6 deaths, rather.
Yeah, but we saw that in the first game. They were down a couple deaths going into the mid game with level 10s, and we saw them pull that one out. One thing that's kind of neat to point out is we do have the Haymaker for Muradin, so he wants to go in and bop someone back into his team instead of getting the extra survivability he can get from the Avatar.
Yeah. So they're looking at being extra aggressive, so... Blaze is going to take it to the face up and top, though.
It's going to take it to the face up top, and then they're just going to say, okay, we've got Sylvanas, we can go hit a building. And then on the side of PSISTORM, they're popping Odin.
With an Odin coming down. So.
Yeah, so they're going to be able to hit buildings pretty well themselves, and it's a bit of a favorable trade for the side of PSISTORM. They've already got 1 building down. This will be a second, but we do see Smoke being faster on the siege as they move on to take this camp.
Hogger really trying to stave off these onslaughts of the Dragoons here.
It looks like he might be able to do it. He put some good. They put some good damage into Murd in there, but they step back up to that fort and they are going to take it.
And here we go.
As
Blaze is taking his face on top yet again.
The Stormman up top is putting a lot of pressure onto Blaze, and there's the Sylvanas trying back up.
The Dragoons are coming in now. They're like, we've had enough of that, right? So
yeah,
is they gonna get out?
And there is the pull out onto Tassadar as Smoke looks to walk away. The electric fence giving good value for Murd in there as he jumps in, but his team wants to finish that camp. Smoke got a lot of value here. They got that whole front wall on the keep, so that's really good to see from them.
That's good. It looks like they are going to try and keep their momentum from the last game. So let's see. Hogger in a little bit of trouble though here. I don't think he realized that they were all coming down and Dragoons will steal that camp.
And Hogger will walk away. He says, "You can have the camp. I want to live."
Yes, and living is the key.
Now we don't see, I think what we usually see from Hoggers on this map is the pummel at level 13, which when people are standing in his spin, they're going to be slowed and have their spell power reduced as Anduin gets pushed in. But ETC's in the back to try and heal for him. He doesn't get it, but Shockwave comes out and they're able to trade one for one.
And they took the healer too.
So no one has a healer, but they've got a bunker. So the buddies are in the homie bunker as a big stun comes out from Blaze. Orphea gets the ETC stun, and I think we're going to see more people go down. This fight is not over. We see ETC go down.
Oh.
But everyone is very low here.
Yeah, with no healers, it's tough, right? Like, who's got the more sustain without a healer? So, it looks like people are going to go back.
It's definitely the side of the Dragoons. Blaze and Murden can heal themselves, and Orphea's even got her own healing too.
Yeah, it looks like Smoke will be back up full team here just to stave off this Punisher.
Yeah, they are able to defend.
You missed it again. Just saying.
Did I miss it or was I delayed? I missed
delayed.
It. I missed it. This is a frozen Punisher too, so it's going to shut down those buildings and give the Dragoons a little bit more freedom to move in as Murden takes a lot of damage, and this is where having that avatar can be helpful. Malfurion puts the
Odin. There's some siege damage going to happen.
Leaf, and Punisher's about to shut down that fort again, and Odin is just saying, "Okay, I'm going to click on the building." Augur goes into the back line, waiting for the rest of the team to catch up to him. They've got good pressure onto Malfurion, and they could take the Blaze here too, but Orpheus is going to go for the stun. I don't see Blaze getting out of this.
No, he's going to go down.
7 HP, there he goes.
So they didn't lose the keep, but it is pretty unhealthy.
No, it is, but they've now got level 16s, and they're continuing the chase a little bit. I would love to see them not overextend too much here, because Hogger's taking a lot of damage from Pegasus' minigun.
Yes.
And there's the Sylvanas trait again onto the fort, saying this building is mine now.
Wow. Not really much happened there. I mean, I know what they were hoping to happen, but Dragoons really kept the pressure on to keep them from taking that fort.
Yeah, they've got those
anchor first team, but hey, they did take that camp.
Orphea is getting pressured, and it looks like she could go down here. The Sylvanas does just enough damage to get her as she tries to scoot out.
Beautiful light bomb there, just saying.
Yeah, Astro continuing to show skill. I know light bomb was used. I'm not sure if it connected. I'm not sure if it was needed, but it can strike fear into the hearts of the other team.
Yes. And there goes Syl and her trait going down again. And
yeah, Shonen is kind of chasing with just Hogger here, but he does get the Tychus. And I think the Malfurion silence is gonna.
Oh, are they gonna turn around and go after that Tychus? Because that would be the best move here. Pina Colada goes down.
Yeah, Pina Colada, forgetting which side their base is. It happens. I get turned around too. I'm really bad with directions. No, Tychus was a little caught out, and I think running in the opposite direction actually pulled the attention from his team, which sometimes is necessary. And we continue to see Smoke have this attention on, okay, we've got some kills, we're going to hit some buildings.
Yeah, and pushing back out that lane to try and keep their keep safe for a little bit. That's, you know. Bunker for for Blaze, and I hit it again. Oh my god, why do I do
Blaze does go down again. He's having a tough time. I think there's a couple times where Blaze wants to wait for his team to catch up before he goes for the big stuns.
I did it again, guys. I clicked on somebody instead of the map. Hold on. Control. Shift 0. Did that fix it? No, it didn't.
To click off of someone, I think you just press E.
It's a no work.
And we've got another objective coming up with Blaze still down for about 15 seconds. So the side of Smoke can get started on this. They're continuing to have a lot of success in the kind of post-10 era, and they're about a level up and moving towards level 20.
It's not working. Why do I do this, y'all? I don't know how I do it. I just do it.
We're about to it looks like we might have a fight break out here. It's kind of the last chance that PSISTORM is going to have to fight before level 20 and this objective comes up. Everyone is pressing R, the bunker comes out, and Chaos Pigeon is doing some damage onto Hogger. Hogger is the first to fall alongside Malfurion, and we are continuing to press the R button as John Cena comes out and smashes onto Muradin.
I don't even know how the hell I did that. I'm pressing buttons again tonight, guys, so we're just going to do weird things, and I keep pressing E in it. Oh, no, that gets rid of everything.
Here comes another Punisher crashing onto this front wall. It does get pulled over, so the team's not able to kind of hit the Blaze, but there's 3 defending against 4 here. Orphea is putting out a good amount of damage, which is hopefully going to help to push back the side of Smoke, but there's another stun, and Blaze scoots off to his own keep. There's the first keep down for the side of Smoke. They've kind of, you know, shown that post-10 strength, and now they've got 20, so they're going to hopefully continue to work the map to their advantage as Fogger clears out the bottom lane and doesn't have to deal with more pressure on that keep. It's already pretty low. Tychus is all by himself against 4 here. Light Bomb comes out, but ETC decides not to go for it. I don't know if they could see the side of the Dragoons, so they weren't too sure if that was a fight that they wanted.
Yeah. We are definitely going to have to figure out what buttons I press and how to unpress them at some point. I will just try and override what it's trying to do at this point by just holding the mouse over here. I've been checking this whole list. I tried those and it's not working. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Teams continuing to do their duty and pick up camps and clear out lanes as we do finally have level 20 onto the side of PSISTORM Dragoons. So they've got a little bit more shielding for Muradin and armor. They've got the fortified bunker from Blaze that's going to give, I think, a little bit more armor as well as some oil as we see a fight breaking out in the mid here. Blaze is once again getting low, but a big silence from Malfurion, and ETC is the first to go down. With Anduin following. Let's see if this black hole can do anything for them. Chaos Pigeon does go down to the Sylvanas damage. This fight's a little bit all over the place, so that may be why Chaos Pigeon went down, because the rest of his team kind of focused on Hogger in this bottom lane. We do see 2 kills for 1, so PSISTORM might be able to pick up a little bit of momentum here after that fight.
Let's hope so. I mean, then we'd go to game 3.
I'm all for game 3.
Me too. As long as I stop pressing buttons. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You guys get to follow Orphea around, but hey, it would be nice for me to actually figure out. See, why? I pressed that, but it no work. Follow.
There's another shrine coming up here in the bottom lane, and it looks like we've got an arcane Punisher that's going to move into bot lane for whichever team is able to claim it. This could be one of the last fights of the game that breaks out over this shrine, and these teams are going to start getting in position for it.
See, the problem with this now, though, is that... Oh, there we go. I found the button. It's O. 0. O. Press O.
Smoke is in this bush, and I don't know if PSISTORM is going to look at it before they start the fight. So Sylvanas shows that they're in the bush, and Muradin is able to move into this bottom bush.
Nice. Question is, it's funny how nobody's actually started that objective yet.
Sort of, once we started, we might have to start fighting. ETC finds a Mosh onto 3, but Muradin has the Storm Bolt. As the Light Bomb comes out and ETC gets a little bit of shielding from that, again, everyone pressing R, but no one going down yet. Muradin in the back line, he does find a stun onto Hogger, and Malfurion is the first to go down, so let's see if Smoke can clean this up now that the healer is gone. Looks like they find the stun onto Orphea, a really nice stun by Astra there once again.
Nice pull.
And Tassadar turns attention towards the objective. As this could be what Smoke needs.
If anybody was noticing, there were some Winions going on the Dragoons core.
Yeah, Tyke's not clearing out that last catapult.
The minions should take care of that, I think.
It should, but they're going to continue to pile up since there's a fort and a keep on the side of Smoke in that lane, and no structures.
Camp.
Yes, I would have liked to see Tychus a little more there, I think.
Full team there. Shonen, I'm not sure why he's... Okay. I'm not entirely sure what he was thinking there. I guess he didn't notice that they were all there, because they don't see what we see. I'm sorry, dad jokes. I have not been showing the Punisher. Yeah, that's awesome. I see the Punisher.
Punisher jumps onto Muradin in this bottom lane, and Sylvanas moves onto the keep. They're looking to take this last building. Blaze finds a stun into the backline, but he's a little bit all by himself as the bunker comes out, and he's able to do his little Blaze waddle away. And Sylvanas is running for her life right now. Malfurion once again the first to fall in this fight, followed quickly by Tychus. This could be the kind of final.
Look at that, four down, and is he gonna go down too? Yes.
And that is a 5-man team wipe with the Punisher on the core. Does seem like GG. Two pretty strong late and mid games by Smoke in this series.
And there we go, very, very good. That's a great GGs. They did pull out another win. They continue with their momentum, which is great. You're right, they are a completely late game team, and it's nice to see them pull off a full win here. But yay. I mean, not that I would clap for either team, but just I'm very excited for them, because this has been a very their first game was quite tough. Needless to say, like their first series game was tough for them, so that I'm very happy that they pulled out another win here, and that's great for them to take in their first of the series run.
Yeah, definitely great to see from them.
So what we are going to do is we're going to leave up the game stats here for y'all to take a look at, and we're going to go find us a post-game interview. And I think what I'll do is put this up while we go and find it. We'll be right back.
Are you able to help me out with a new link? I had an invite from last week, but it has expired. Baby Whale says, I got you to me. All right, I'm gonna hop in a channel and start.
Thank you all for casting.
Welcome.
For sure. Well done. Congrats, guys.
All right, so yeah,
Thanks.
we got the full Smoke team for this post game interview. Always
You're
awesome.
outnumbered.
Yeah, we're a little.
You're missing one. Let me ping him.
How are y'all feeling? That was a pretty spicy set of games. The early game saw a lot of aggression from the side of PSISTORM. How did that feel to deal with?
I feel like that first game,
Okay.
especially, we definitely had to think like creatively about how to approach that because we kind of knew that like they were going a blow up draft, and we didn't really have a way to play well with that.
Yeah, what do you think helped y'all turn it around in that one?
We needed 10s in comparison. Their 10s were
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like seeing the access that you all had to the backline. I mean, you had the save button from Astro once you hit level 10, and then you had the Sonya go in and stop them from pressing buttons button. And I think those were really big in turning that one around for you.
Yeah, the leaps definitely felt super punishing to him.
Yeah. Wow, I'm just still in shock. Just you guys are a late game team for sure. I mean, that first game, I thought you guys were gonna lose quite early on there. So it was great to see you guys pull out a win on that game, and even game 2 here. But after watching you guys game 1, we almost knew you guys were gonna pull it out late game. So
Yeah,
wow.
I think the thing that really helped was that we stayed adaptable the whole time. Like, there was never a point at which we were like, yeah, we're definitely going to lose this. Like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Like, we kept trying to try new things and push just so we could get our 10s and finally do something.
Yeah, what are the comms like during the games? In the moments when you're down, in the moments when you're fighting back, and in the moments where you've come back and are taking the core. What are things like?
I would say usually it's a lot of me being like, maybe we could try this. And then when we
And a lot
finally
of
get a
positivity.
success, it's a lot of like, yeah, good job. Oh, you did great tanking. Oh, you had a really great leap there. Oh, it's a lot of like
Yeah,
trying to reaffirm to one another that we're playing well. It's great, actually. I love it.
yeah.
Nice.
Tons of positive reinforcement.
Wow. So, what's your guys' strategy tonight? I know, like seeing Astro you coming back. That's amazing to have you back. So, what was your strategy
Thank you.
tonight, Baby Whale? Like,
Play to win. I don't think we really had one in mind.
yeah, because I know you
Yeah,
guys were coming off
when
a
we
lot.
scouted the other team, they seemed very, very flexible and to all play a lot of roles and a lot of heroes. So
Wow.
we kind of just wanted to play to our strengths instead of thinking about theirs.
Yeah, even
Never a bad idea to play to your strengths and kind of keep the game on your terms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was an interesting shakeup. Seeing, I've actually never seen Werewolf play, so that was an interesting shakeup tonight as well. So that was really good to see. What would you say your biggest takeaways are tonight?
Communication is key for us.
Yeah,
Definitely
Definitely.
communication.
Yeah, I was just thinking that same thing. Like, just making sure that we're being aware of one another and what's going on. Like, I think these games where we were most successful were the ones where we were the most talkative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely seen those in my own games where things don't go well and we're playing really quietly in a game one, and we've kind of got to reset ourselves for game two and just start talking more, about what we're doing, what we're seeing, things like that. And how does it feel to pull out your first series win of the season here in week two?
Relieving. I think it's definitely relieving to me, at least.
Yeah, I know the feeling and how kind of affirming it can be to pull out those early season wins, as I've been on teams with lots of early season wins and not as many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after your
Especially,
yeah, sorry, go ahead, baby.
especially with the team coming off of taking a season off, just to get a win back under our belt in an actual season is huge for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was great because we I think we actually cashed your first game, so I mean it's great for
You
us
did.
to be casting a
I
winning
watched
game.
it.
Yes, and so I'm really happy to see you guys win, especially that you guys are from my home, our sale there. So it's great. Is there anybody else that you guys are afraid of this season to go up against, or is everything? You guys going in with your heads held high here.
I don't think we're afraid of anybody, but we're really looking forward to playing against Banana Num Nums because they were our scrim partners a lot preseason, and we're kind of like co-teams. And we're looking forward to going up against Red Dragons because we know a couple people on that team. So
Because Daddy Whale is my best friend in real life.
Wow.
yeah,
See him in the off lane.
Lots of dancing at each other in lane. No actually clearing minions, just dancing.
Oh no, it'll be all the bullying each other.
Yeah. Who do you guys think is likely to win your division?
Obviously us.
I was waiting for that to come out. It's like a loaded question, right? So,
classic baby whale, classic.
Someone's gotta have the ego in the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone does.
Who would you guys say is your MVP for tonight?
I'm trying to just think about. I think
the whole team as a whole.
Yeah,
I don't think
we all had
any player
aspects.
stand out
Yeah,
beyond like just one game. Like
every
Sonya
player had at
one
least
was
something
big.
they did. Yeah.
That's a typical parent thing to say. Nobody's my favorite. But yeah, I would agree. You guys all played really, really well tonight. And do you guys have any shout outs that you would like to put out there tonight, or?
Thanks to Moon. Moon's the best.
Yeah, Moon.
Thanks to Bob too for also talking and helping. Thanks to like their team in general for
They've definitely been helping us out a lot.
helping us and scrimming with us and things.
Our subs, War, Renji, you both have been absolutely killer.
Thanks, baby. Thanks for the cast.
Psycho for the lead.
Casters MVP. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
Oh, also shout out to Death who couldn't play today, but we love you, Death.
Well, I'm so happy to cast tonight, and I'm actually really, really enjoying co-casting with Greekfire here. Like, especially when I press buttons, you guys are gonna really notice. Annie pressed buttons again, and orange balls and swings just totally happened tonight. But thank you, Greek, for taking the reins there so that I could figure out what the hell I did.
Happy to be here.
But yeah, it's been really great. And Astro, again, our deepest condolences to you, but we are glad to see you back. So,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
definitely.
Unfortunately, I actually don't think I'll be playing again next week. So
Oh, son of a-
I disappear again.
Nope.
Wow.
It's okay. I'm ditching my team for about half the season to gallivant around Europe. So
That means you're ditching me
Yeah,
as
it's
a
just like that.
co-caster. I'm sad face. But
Wait,
yes,
so
this
this mean I should ghost you also, Annie?
No ghosting Annie. I'm already being ghosted in way too many places. So, but yeah, you guys, thank you for letting us cast this game. I mean, I always say that, it sounds so stupid, right? Because, like, when you're a caster, all you do is click a button, say, I'm casting that game. You guys don't have a choice, but thank you for putting up with us, I guess. And, I do really enjoy casting these games, especially, like, Smoke, you guys have always been near and dear to my heart, because, well, a lot of you were on the Dragons originally, so, it's really nice to cast your games. You guys are always really great to watch, and so thank you so much. And I want to thank everybody for showing up and showing some love in the room. And just because they haven't heard it, Greekfire, do a John Cena. You guys missed it. You will hear it in the cast every time the Punisher came online.
Sometimes about 30 to 45 seconds delayed.
It's all good. You were making up for Annie's mistakes. It's all good. You guys have had a lot of cheering going on in the chat room tonight. So again, thank you everybody for coming, showing your love, and keep coming back. There's lots of casts to be happening, lots of casters to watch. Greekfire will be set up soon, so you can go and watch
Someday. Soon, TM.
Yes, and then